Goodness, hello. How are we doing? So that was the craziest drive up here. It was unbelievable. There was like 3 accidents. It took me 3 hours to get here, and I live in Oakland. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, you know what? I'm totally over this. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Again, like, I'm so stoked that I'm here and get to hang out with Stu, and like we finally connected. I actually got to hang out with him and everybody from the Strum Shop at the Reno Ukulele Festival. They were super cool, got to jam and just hang out. Really, really great people. So big hand for them for doing these events. So, I know, too much, right? Too much. So I'm John Nash from Oakland, California. So I'm here today to do a little workshop. I just want to say a little bit about myself. I'm a teacher and performer out of Oakland, California. I'm teaching private lessons and actually just kind of announced that I'm moving to Colorado. I got a job at a wonderful place. I don't know if anybody's been there in Denver, Swallowville Music. They actually put the Denver Uke Fest on. So I'm taking a position as a ukulele instructor there, and I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm hoping that, you know, I can really bring a little bit of energy and a little bit of momentum, and hopefully get some people that I've met throughout traveling and everything like that to come out. Maybe you and Danny would like to come out at some point. It would be super awesome. So anytime you guys are in Denver, look me up. I've got a email list over there if you want to stay in touch. And yeah, like I said, anytime you're in Denver, I mean, really what I'm about is just trying to help people learn music and playing as much music as I can. So today we're going to do a little bit about, what are we here for today? Does anybody know what we're learning today? This is a banjo class, right? Everybody brought their banjo? Okay, so yeah, we're here to learn a little bit of chord melody, okay? So I just want to mention that I just put a new string on it, as you can see from the loop, so I might be tuning a little bit. So I just want to talk a little bit about how I view music, okay? Music, to me, has to have 3 very, very important elements in order to be successful, engaging. Come across like I have a message and you can receive it, right? Can anybody guess what those 3 things are? Chords, melody, somebody said one of them. Melody, very, 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 very important, right? Anything else? Rhythm. Rhythm, that was another one. 2 out of 2. This is actually the fastest anybody's ever gotten. Content. I've heard some good ones. That one's awesome. Content. Yes. Not content for me, anyway. But like I said, there's no wrong answers here, right? Rhythm, melody. Can anybody guess the other one? Harmony. Ooh, so good, right? So for me, without those 3 things, we're a little... Did everybody get a handout? I see you're holding a stack here. It stopped somewhere. I handed it to the back, and I totally should have handed it to the front, because I knew they just keep them all back there. So that's going around. We'll get a little sheet up front. He's got one, so everybody just look off his. Okay, so rhythm, melody, and harmony. These are the 3 important things that we really, really need in order to translate our musical idea, whatever we're trying to get across, right? So I can have one of those elements, right? I can have harmony. I can have this, right? And then this, and then this, and then this. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Everybody heard that song? Know what song that is? No? We don't? How about if I add a little bit of rhythm to it, okay? So I'll take that harmony, all those chords that I'm doing, and I'll just play a little bit of rhythm. Now you guys know what song I'm talking about, right? No? Still not? So there's a really important element missing from this music right now, right? What is it? It's melody, right? If I do something like this, right? I got almost everybody in the room. How about this? Hey, where did we go? Days when the rains came. And now everybody in the room kind of knows what song I'm talking about, right? So if you have only 1 or only 2 of those things, then your music isn't quite getting across in a really effective way. Everybody get what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So what we're going to learn today is a little bit of not what I was doing, which was just singing, what I was doing right before it, which was playing the melody at the same time as I'm playing the harmony and the rhythm, right? Chord melody. I personally don't love that name, but I didn't name it, so I don't think I can change the name at this point. But for me, the really important part to understanding conceptually how to start to play chord melody is to take the two things that they say in the name, right? Chords and melody, and you just play them at the same time. Simple enough, right? Right? No? It's not simple. You're right. It's not simple. Just like, has anybody here struggled with learning how to sing and play at the same time? One? There's one person in this room who struggled with it. I'm going to raise my hand. I struggled. Okay, yeah, like 8 people. Cool. Everybody else is amazing at singing and playing. So I'm going to take like a 15-minute break during my set, and then I want you guys to come up and show me your singing and playing. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so just like learning how to play and learning how to play and sing at the same time is another skill. It's the same thing with learning how to play chord melody. Basically, what you're trying to do is play the melody, what most people would do with their voice, on the instrument. But you can't just play the melody, right? Because that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm amazed that I can do that. But when you can add them all together. So that's what we're going to work on today. No, that's not what we're going to work on. We're going to work on this song, one of my favorite, and I love this song so much because even though it's really long and the chord progression is a little bit complicated, it's all easy chords. It's all chords that we know how to play. If there's any chords up here that you don't know how to play, just skip that one. Go to the next one. It doesn't matter, right? But you can see I have, oh my God, my printout is playing an E7 chord completely wrong. Does everybody's look like that? Everyone's looks like that. Look at the one up here. It's got the dot. Everybody knows how to play these 7 chords, right? So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to start the workshop off. We're just going to learn. We're just going to jam this song. Everybody cool with that? Everybody knows how to play this song? Okay, cool. So this song is in 3/4 time, which means basically there are 3 counts per measure, right? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, ba, da, da. Got a little bit of a waltz feel, okay? So when you're just starting out, if you're having a hard time with the right hand, you can just be really simple about it. This is what I want you to play. Everybody on screen with me, and just try and see if you can copy me. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Good. That's good. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. And everybody end on 1. When we end on 1, for me, I'm just a real perfectionist about that. When I say end on 1, I just want all that sustain, everything to just draw out, right? So the next time we hit it, I want it. It was great, though. That was great, though. I got this. I got the electronic version. Okay, so here's the deal. There's a couple places in the song where there might be something that you've never seen before. How about the F, and then that slash, and then that G? Anybody know what I mean when I write that there? Yes? Who said yes? Tell me. What does it mean? F slash G. One strum? Maybe. So some people write slash chords and they mean play a chord and then add another note to make it sound a little more G-ish or G-E or whatever. But for me, all of these things, you can find these song sheets. I spent a little bit of time making some decent looking ones on my website in the songbook. Come talk to me after if you want to find that out. But the slash in between those 2 chords, basically for me, it's talking about duration. It means play F for 1/2 of the measure and G for another 1/2 of the measure. Okay? So quick change. That's what I'm looking for. Let's speak up next time.
John,
quick change. So 3 counts on F, 3 counts on G. The rest of them all get 6 counts. Everyone on there. Okay? Cool. So everybody knows this part of it. We just look at the paper and we jam. You guys ready? So I'm going to set the tempo and then I'm going to count us in. So everybody kind of play with me, and then when I count us in, we are starting at the intro. Everybody got it? And sing along if you know it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. was way better than me singing in the car, that's for sure. So that was decent. Everybody's following me? No, like I said, the chords aren't that hard. I want to do it one more time, and I want everybody to try this scale, okay? Try not to look at the paper so much, yeah? You're in this room with these beautiful people and all playing this beautiful music, and all you're doing is watching that little ball go. Yeah? It's karaoke, right? That's what I want to break away from. So really try and think about looking ahead a little bit, and then like look at your neighbor. Or just look at me. I mean, I'm up here on the stage, so you can look at me too. Okay? Here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C. We're just starting from the first verse, okay? One, just so you got something to do. That was really great. That was really great. Awesome.
Counting the C and the A minor in the parentheses.
Oh, yeah, the C and A minor in the parentheses. So this is the thing. It's like she was listening. Oh. It's actually pretty nice, isn't it? It's actually pretty nice. We can all just hang out with each other. How about this? This is for real. No? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was not planning on this. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I bet you Danny knows it.
Do you remember your dad's password?
It's Danny.
Oh, I know.
D-A-N-I.
S-A.
Ooh. All right, guys. Now we get down to it, okay? So I want everybody to flip the page over. What is this? What are we looking at here? Tablature. Tabs for short. Okay? Tablature. I'm going to do it on this. I taught me how to do it. Oh, my document. Hold on 1 second. I'm concentrating very hard. Up. The same? No. Thank goodness. It is the same. Okay, so we're looking at tablature. Who doesn't know how to read tablature? Yes?
That's a great question to ask.
It does, unfortunately. Can somebody hook her up with a ukulele that is in tenor tuning? This is the thing, is if you can transpose on the fly, awesome, play the baritone, but I guarantee you all the chords are going to be off. She's got a capo. She said that so distraughtly. All right, so here's the deal. Tablature, everybody knows how to read it. Super straightforward. No, we don't know how to read tablature. So basically what you're looking at is the strings, yeah? The bottom string is the A string, the G string, correct? Bottom string, A string, and then it just goes up, and then whatever number it shows on there, that's the fret that you're supposed to push, okay? Cool? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how to play this melody at the same time we're playing all the chords. And you guys want to know, like, the secret? Like, the secret. Don't tell anybody. Yes. You got to cover your ears. Okay, so the secret to learning how to play chord melody is playing chords and doing other things with your fingers. That's it. That's the only thing you got to do. You basically have to learn how to play a chord and you got to do something else with your other fingers. That's it, right? You got to play the melody, or you got to play the chord in a different shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn a few chords that we already know in a different shape. Okay? We cool with that? Everybody show me a C chord. Like this, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger and we're going to put it down on the 3rd fret on the string above it. Like this. Ooh, that's pretty, right? That's an even better C chord. That's what I think, okay? So this is the C chord we have to learn how to play, just like this. Everybody got that? Let's try strumming that. Let's try strumming that with the strum pattern we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic. Okay, that's a C chord we need to learn how to play. We're going to learn how to play a couple other chords, kind of in the same way. Basically, a little bit different and maybe with a few additions, okay? So now we're going to play an F. And instead of playing an F like this, like we all kind of know, I want you to take your middle finger away and then just play that 1st fret on the, yeah. It's a pretty sounding F, isn't it? And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do, this is going to probably be one of the hardest stretches that we do in this song. We're going to take our pinky and we're going to play the 5th fret. Ooh, big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. Okay, everybody stop for a second. Everybody stop for a second. I want you to take your left hand and do this. Just open the fingers, just like this. See what I'm doing? Stretch, stretch, stretch. All right, cool. Now we try it again. F, and then put it on the 3rd fret with the ring finger. Just like this, okay? And then we put our pinky down on the 5th fret. Everybody got that? Can you see my hands? I'm going to say the fret numbers from the top string to the bottom. I'm going to say 0, that means open, 0 on the C string, 1 on the E string, and then 5 on the A string. Everybody got that? 0, 0, 1, 5. That's what our chord should look like. Yeah, let me hear that one. It's a big stretch. We got it. We got it. Okay. Next, we're going to play our G chord. See where our pinky is? Our pinky stays exactly where it is, and it goes to the top half of the G chord. So now you're going to play it with your pointer finger and your middle finger. I'm going to say the frets from top string to the bottom. Open, 2, 3, and 5. Everybody got that? Good. And then the last chord shape we need to know. Yeah, everybody got it? And then the last chord, let's review all those, okay? So we'll start with that C, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to play in tempo. I'm going to slow it down a bit so that everybody can make the switches. And then I'm just going to call out those new chords, okay? Here we go. From the C, that new C with the middle finger down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we're going to go to that new F. 0, 0, 1, 3. Good. Now we're going to put the pinky on the 5th fret. Beautiful. Oh, that sounds so great, you guys. The last chord was, remember, look for the top half of the G shape. So 0, 2, 3, 5, and go. I swear to you, by the end of tonight, we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it, I promise you. I swear to God, it's back there. No one up here is doing it, by the way. Just for everybody in the back. Okay, so we've got a couple more chords. Basically, what I call these is chord extensions, or just modifications on chord shapes that we know, okay? So the next one we're going to learn is an A minor. Everybody go ahead and play it with their pointer finger instead of their middle finger. And then you're going to put your ring finger or your pinky on the 3rd fret on the A string. Ooh, so pretty, right? Everybody got this? So from the frets from the top to the bottom are 2, 0, 0, 3, okay? Everybody got it? Good. Okay, so the very, very last chord shape we're going to learn. Does anybody know what transposable chord shapes are? Yes, I heard one yes. Awesome. So basically, if this is beyond you, then I don't know, come talk to me, I'll explain after. John knows them too. That's right. Transposable chord shape. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to play an E chord, an E major, in a C shape. So we're going to bar on the 4th fret. This is going to be the hardest chord we do, guys. 4, 4, 4, and then 7. Everybody got that? Yeah, nice. 4, 4, 4, 7. So your spread is a little bit too big. Just drop your pinky by 1/2 fret. Good. Okay, so all of the chord shapes that we're after, okay? So the C with the added G finger, right? Then the F with the ring finger, and then move to the pinky, and then the A minor chord with the extension, and then the G, and then that E chord, okay? So we're going to switch to them. Just look at my hands, see if you can follow along. If you can't, no big deal. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. You have plenty of time to practice this, okay? Here we go. The G, 0, 2, 3, and 5. Yeah, everybody see that? That's the G chord we're going to. Okay, here we go. From the top, from the C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now we go to the F. Good. 0, 0, 1, 3. Now 0, 0, 0, 1, 5. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Don't leave. Don't leave just because. Everybody stay on that. 0, 0, 1, 5. Good. Now we're going to go to that A minor chord. So it's here. See it? 2, 0, 0, 3. Beautiful, you guys. Now from here we're going to go to the F again. Good. Now we're going to go to the 5th fret with the pinky. Nice, you guys. I'm seeing it. Now we move to the G. 0, 0, 2, or 0, 2, 3, 5. All right, guys, last chord. E in a C shape. Ready? Bar on the 4th fret. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. And finish on C on what? Oh. So close, so close. I'm not gonna fixate on it. Okay, cool. So all of those chord shapes, and like I said, the tablature in front of you kind of shows those shapes as they're happening. But just remember, you just have to become familiar with them. Do you remember the first time you tried to learn a G chord? You were like, what is this claw shape you're asking me to make, right? It's difficult because we've never done it. So some of these chord shapes are new to you. Listen, if you can't make the chord shape, make the attempt. That's why we're all here together, to sort of cover up and then maybe bring other people up, right? That's what we're all here for, right? Okay? So this is what we're going to do. Now we're going to try to insert some of the melody into some of these chords, okay? So I have to read this. You can see that first melody note is an open E string. Everybody play that open E string, and then down strum on the C. Everybody hear it? Oh, that's the first part of the melody. I heard, right? Cool? It's already happening. I love it. I love it. Here we go. So this is what we're going to do. What I have written here is the most simple way you can play it, okay? If you just play on the 1 and the 3, it's going to sound like this. Like this. So this is the most simple way that you can play it, and if this is what you need to do, you can. If you want to speed it up a little bit and do what we were doing, then you add the and. You go, and then you go 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. All you do is add an upstrum in between those. But if all you can do is this, just like that, then just do that, okay? So I'm going to play this first section, and then I want everybody to try to repeat after me, okay? We're going to try to play through the very first line. I'm going to go. And then I play that 3rd fret again, and then I switch to the A minor chord. And then I play the open E string again, and then I play those chords. And then I stop here, okay? Everybody with me? Cool, here we go. We're going to give it a try. 1, and remember, it's a pickup, right? That first note is a pickup, so it starts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ba, Everybody with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then play it again. A minor, open E string, C chord, everybody with me? What's that? I did. But you know what? That's totally fine. It's totally fine, isn't it? Right? So this is what I want to know. That's what I'm going to say. For the people that are falling just a tiny bit behind, remember, just try and make the movements, right? This is what a workshop is all about. If you were taking private lessons from me or whatever, we would stop and take the time, but really we only have a limited amount of time. So I'm just trying to get the information across. And like I said, do the best that you can. And if you misplace yourself, try to find yourself on the next downbeat. Try to find where that next chord shift happens, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to see that second line, okay? So I'm going to start from that A minor, and I'm going to go da, 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 and then I'm going to play the open A or G string, and then F, and then I'm going to play the G chord, and right here, measure 13, that's supposed to say G7. I apologize, my assistant obviously missed that editing mistake. So right after that G on measure 13, that's a G7 chord. Okay? So this whole section is pretty much just strumming chords. Can we all try it together? From the A minor, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're starting from second, line 2, okay? I heard somebody starting from the top. We're starting from line 2, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A minor. Open G, F, and then G, G7, then C. And finish. Okay? Now we're going to start from the top, and we're going to do all 2 lines, and you know what? If it's sounding good, we're just going to keep cruising. Is everybody okay with that? Yes, that's what I'd like to hear. All of you are very adventurous, and I appreciate that about you. Okay, here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. A minor, and C, and then we play it again. A minor, open G, F, and then G, and then G7, and then C. Good. Line 3, and then we go to G. And then you play it again. Open E, C, and then we play. Okay, I'm going to stop everybody here. Okay? So this whole next section is a lot of melody notes. Okay? So I'm going to play it once. Basically, we go from the F. We're going to go F, then I play the bottom string, and then I switch to the G chord, and then I play the bottom note again on the G chord. And then here we play that extension. You remember we were talking about it? 2, 0, 0, 3. And then we strum that out. And then we switch to that F chord, and then we move our pinky. So those were all those movements that we were doing in the beginning. And just remember, it's all strumming after we get past that little part, okay? So let's try it we're going to take it from the C, measure 18. You guys can't see where my finger is. I'm like pointing at it, and I like go from here, and you guys can't see it. Measure 18, from the C right there, okay? Everybody with me? Here we go. From measure 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then F, and G, and A minor with the extension. Good, and then the F, and then move the pinky, and now we go to that G chord. And then I'm going to stop right there, okay? How many people nailed it perfectly? Really? Am I the only person holding my hand up?
Yes.
Nobody nailed it? Okay, I'm gonna walk through that whole movement one time, and remember, all of these chord shapes we worked on in the beginning. Normally I would say all you do is just work the chord shapes. Just work them over and over again until those chord shapes are starting to feel a little more comfortable. But for now, like I said, just push through. Just push through it. Here we go. So I'm gonna start from that same spot, measure 18. And then I play F, open A, G, and then the B note, and then A minor with extension. And then I play the F, and then I move to the 5th fret, and then I go to that G chord, and then this is where I get tricky. That last part, okay? Cool, so let's try and go to where we stopped the last time, starting from that measure 18, okay? Can I get a time check? 7:30. Okay, good. Here we go. 1, 2, for measure 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to F, and then to G, and then to A minor with extension, and then to the F chord, and then move the pinky, and then to the G chord. I'm hearing it. Now to this E7, and everybody stop there. Now while you're holding this 4, 4, 4, 7 bar, this E chord, all you're going to do is move your pinky to the 8th fret, and then move it down 8, 7 to 5. Everybody with me? Yeah. This sounds amazing. It's like everybody trying to do it at once. Let's try it together, okay? So we'll go the E chord, and then move it up to the 8th fret, and then down to the 7th fret, and then down to the 5th fret. Now from here, what you're going to do, see where your middle finger is? That's where your pinky's going to go when you go to the A minor chord. Like that, okay? And then you move that down to here. That's it. Not too hard, right? A little tricky. Let's try it one more time. From the E chord, everybody play that E with me. And then play the 8, 7, 5, and then switch to an A minor chord, and then bring it down to the 3rd fret. Okay? Cool? What's that? A little bit slower. I love that. I love going slower. That's my favorite thing in the world to do. So remember, if anything is going a little bit too difficult, I recommend 2 things. No, I recommend 1 thing. Make it more simple. That's what you need to do, okay? So the 2 ways that you can make it more simple is to go slower, give your body and your mind time to make all those transitions that we're not used to. And then the other thing is to eliminate one of the hands, right? If you're having trouble with the left hand technique, just try and work it without worrying about the strum pattern. If you're having trouble with the right hand technique, just take the chords out and strum like this, right? And you can concentrate on just one thing at a time. Let's start from the top all the way through. All the way through where we are, okay? Really painfully slow. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No, not that slow. That would be, we can't do that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Good. And then A minor. Beautiful. And open E, C chord. And then play it again. A minor. Open G. F. To G. To G7. To C. Good. To G. Open E. C. And then to F. Open A. G. A minor with extension. Good. To F. And then move the pinky. And then to G. G7. Okay, we there? Everybody with me? I heard it. I heard it. That was incredible. That was incredible. Like I said, everybody, it's not easy, right? It's not easy. And this is what I want you to know, is that chord melody is exactly the same way it feels when you start to learn how to sing and play. You're like, I know how to play all these chords. Why can't I do these things I'm asking my body to do? And it's just because you're doing something new. So give yourself time, patience, 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 and practice, and patience, okay? Here we go. So now that very last section, okay, it's going to go, that little part is the only time where that melody changes a little bit. It goes open E, F. This is measure 33. Everybody see where I am? So it's open E to the 3rd fret, and then F. Okay, I'm just going to do it once. Everybody try and say again.
Just you, right?
Just me.
Just you.
Just me, right here. Everybody watching, okay? So from measure 33, okay? I'm in that A minor extension, and then I go open 3, F, and then I play that. Everybody see how I did that? F. So this part's not too tricky, it's mostly chords. And then here. Everybody see that? 0, 0, 8, 7. Everybody play this chord with me. This is an inversion of C. 0, 0, 8, 7. Good. And then we go to that G shape that we learned before. 0, 2, 3, 5. Everybody play this with me. 0, 2, 3, 5. And then to C. Everybody got it? Okay, cool. So let's try that section from there. I'm going to start on the 2nd beat of measure 33. So just watch what I play. That's where we're starting. Everybody with me? Yes, that's what I like to hear. Faith in the guy that's up here. Here we go. For the 2nd beat of measure 33, I'm going to count us in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, Everybody like that? Okay, just like that. It's a long count in, man. It's a really big, so much anticipation. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Good. F. A minor. I like it. I know it's going to be better this time, though. Okay, we start from that exact same spot. Second beat in measure 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. F. Good. A minor. And then we go. Melody. F. Good. Good. To the G chord. And everybody finish on 1. That was so close. That was so close. All right, we got one question up in the front. The way that I, listen, that's a really good question. So she's talking about, for me, the only time I really ever correct students with position of their fingers is if I think it's going to be detrimental to them in the future. Otherwise, it's just how your body naturally goes there. Just do the finger that feels good, and then, yeah, that's great. That's great. She's using her ring finger and her middle finger like this. I personally use my pointer finger and my middle finger like this. That's just what I do. But, I mean, it's not like it's better than what you're doing, right? Okay? Here we go. Okay, listen, guys. I have so much faith in my heart right now. We're going to start from the top, and we're going to get all the way through this. This is going to be incredible. This is going to be incredible. I hope you're videotaping this. You're videotaping this. Okay, now you're on video, so don't be nervous. Okay? Here we go, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, way too fast, way too fast. Let's try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. A minor. You guys are speaking up. Don't rush. A minor. Beautiful. Open G. F. G. To G7. Oh yeah. Where's it now? C. To G. Try not to rush. And then again, melody. G note. F. Then G. Then a minor with extension. Good. Move the finger to the F. Move the finger to the F. Then F. Then G. Good. Then E. A minor with extension. And then move it down. Good. Here we go. F. Good. Hallelujah. Good. Hallelujah. Nice. And then G. And everybody finish on C. Oh! Oh my God, I don't know, man. It's trying, so trying. That was amazing, I don't know how like it felt for you guys, but it felt pretty great. I was listening to all of it, I was watching all your hands, and you guys were making the movements. It probably felt a little different for you guys, like making the scrunch face. But listen, remember, it's all, this is crazy, I don't like this. Never do this. Is that better? What was I saying? Scrunch face. Oh, what I was saying is, these are new chord shapes, right? You gotta give yourself patience, you gotta give yourself the time. But remember what I was talking about. Playing chord melody is all about learning. Where does the melody interact with the chords that we're playing? When the harmonic movement changes, what's happening with the melody? Those are the things that you have to be analytical about, right? If you wanted to go and start to compose a piece like this, and do an arrangement like this, then what you would do is you would figure out the melody. That would be the first thing you do. You figure out what key it's in, and then the reason that I picked this song and the reason that I picked this key is because it's very simple. If you listen to the song is so beautiful and powerful, right? When somebody really nails it, like we just did, then emotions just start coming out, and it's such a simple melody. I'm going to show you the melody. It goes like this. Oh! Huh? Three notes. Really cool, right? Just 3 notes. That's it. It never has to be super complicated. The simplest stuff usually works the best. Ooh, I just got chills. That was good. That was good. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We've got 2 minutes left, and we are gonna do it again, and it's gonna be so incredible. While you're doing it, what I want you to do is, through the easy parts, like when you're strumming, I want you guys to try and listen. Just try and listen for a second. Don't let it throw you off, but try and listen for a second, okay? Because it's really powerful, I think this is why all of us come to ukulele clubs and come to places like the Strum Shop, because it's really powerful to be able to play music with a bunch of people, right? It's so much better than sitting up here playing by yourself. Okay, here we go. So from the top, we're gonna take it at the same speed. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Good to see. And then to G. Nice. Open E. G note to F. And then G. And then A minor with the extension. And then to F. Move the pinky. And then to the G chord. And then to E. And then walk it. A minor with the extension. And move the note down. And then here, on the F, good. Good. And then 8, 7, G chord. This is it, everybody, on 1. We did it. We did it. Fantastic job. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking it out. So I'm going to take about a time. You know what? Before we go, though, I really want to ask a couple questions, okay? So this is what I'm really trying to dedicate my life to doing, is basically teaching and performing. I love to do it, and I really think that it's something that's really satisfying, yeah? I did construction before this. I was pretty good at that. But this is something that I feel like I can do until I'm a little older. Can't really, that's a young man's game. But anyway, this is something that I dedicate, and so I'm dedicating my life to. So really what I want to get is people's input. I really want to know what the people who I'm going to share with, the things that they want to learn. I know that chord melody is something that a lot of people are interested in. Just anybody. Like if I was to come back from Colorado, to come and do a workshop, like what would you guys want to learn? What are some things that you want to work on? More of this stuff. That's what I'd love to hear. More of this stuff. Anybody else? Just more of this stuff? Okay, I think I figured it out. So like I said, this is what I'm trying to learn how to do, so I really want to give you guys kind of the opportunities to be able to voice your opinions, because really, you know, I can come in here and be like, I'm going to teach you guys what I think you should know. But that's not a very great way to kind of come about it, right? It's really about figuring out what people want to learn, and then seeing if I can use my knowledge and my experience to be able to somehow facilitate that, right?
Yeah.
So this is it. You guys got like pretty much 10 more seconds to tell me what you guys would love to learn.
What about really cool riffs that go into like the classic rock riffs and stuff
Ooh,
like that?
really cool riffs.
Yeah,
I love
riffs.
that. Sort of like just like licks, right?
Yeah, like
Like that?
classic things like the beginning of Rolling Stones songs.
That's awesome.
Things like that.
That's awesome. So for me I really think that that's kind of important. It's stuff that it's stuff that people recognize, right? It's like old Rolling Stones songs, whatever. It's like things that you know, and then how can you do that on the ukulele? That's really great. Anybody else? Now you have 5 seconds to tell me. Yes.
And I'm going to say the same thing, except for blues. Like,
He's going to say the same thing
Blues
except for
licks.
blues.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
I've been teaching a lot of
blues licks
our
and
blues and
different
stuff
beats,
with my students, and everybody loves it. It's so straightforward, but it's so much fun to play. I really dig it. Anybody else? Good beginnings and endings. I'm not exactly sure how I teach that, but I'm really going to work hard on figuring something out. Good beginnings. You mean like intros, outros. That was incredible. I was like, Okay, intros and outros. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah, I know, right?
Just like with the song in C, I know that you can utilize the scale of the C.
That's right.
To add, I guess you call it
Extensions. That's the word for it. So one way to really play around with that is to just play a chord, play a C chord, and you guys all know the C major scale. Just experiment with how different sounds or different notes in the scale sound with that chord, right? Right? So you can just kind of play, and really this is my advice to everyone, is explore. Explore. You guys I mean, it's really great when people tell you what to do, but I think the most valuable kind of exploration for a student to do is to just explore the sounds. Like, there's no rules, man. There's no rules. That's my favorite part about music. There's no rules. I mean, there's some consequences, but there's no rules, right? You can do anything you want. So really explore all those sounds for yourself and really figure out what you like. Because that, my main goal as a teacher is not to have somebody study with me for a year and then sound like me. I want them to sound like themselves. I want them to start to find a little bit of their expression in their voice. Cool? Okay, now you have 1 second and 0. Thank you guys so much again.